darlings. Oh, look. My little Circle K's gone white again. Racist. Let's see. Oh, I am not feeling well today. Tell you what, if it hadn't have been the last stream before holidays, I would have cancelled today. I'm not even going to lie to you. Feeling rubbish. But I have coffee. I have a freshly poured tub of sugar. I accidentally got a load of wraps out to defrost earlier, which was stupid because I'm going on holiday, as I mentioned. Well, you know, there'll be times to eat. But yes, so there we go. So I have spent all day just trying to convince myself to get out of bed. It's been glorious, glorious. And you know why I'm not feeling well? Because yesterday I went at it. I went at it too much, dear hearts, too much. Why are you dribbling everywhere so much? That's so weird. My week mug is dribblage. Oh. Oh, because I wanted to see you all before I went on holiday. I can't stream tomorrow because I've got stuff on. A holiday starts. C'est fini of the stream is where my holiday starts. So I couldn't shufty till tomorrow's. And I wanted to see you all, and I wanted to play Not So Berry, and I wanted to do fun stuff, and yes. Sometimes one just gets terribly bored of being fucking ill, do you know what I mean? But I've pulled muscles all the way down there, down the side of, well, my body's actually further in, it's a nice bat wing, this one. But yeah, all the way down here, which is where I was trying to reach in because I'm right-handed. And although I can use my lefty for stuff, if I need to be putting a rhythmical pressure, I wouldn't go with my left hand. And as I was scrubbing yesterday, I rather twisted myself something rotten, and I meant to have a bath to loosen the old muscles off. But then I sat down, you see. I sat down. Not happening. If you don't mind, I'm also feeling very heady. I have taken my meds, but I think this one's going to be a bit of a cling-clang humdinger, so I'm going to take a migraine med as well. To the degree. Curiously minty they are. Not extra strong mint. More bottom of your nan's bag, but you're desperate to refresh your breath, minty. So there we are. So I finished watching, as I was sat there doing Nout today, I finished watching LA Homicide and watched the season 1, which was New York Homicide. Very interesting. One of the cases I knew, which made me vexated. Oh, who was first in, by the way? It wasn't me, I know that much. Oh, no. Nacelia, you were first in, Glory Bean. You get to be King. The colour. Let's see. Kylie, hello, sausage. Let's see. Cleaned the whole apartment. It's not good for you, Nacelia. It's not good for you. Don't do it again. Don't bother, darling. Not worth it. But well done, nonetheless, sweetheart. Hello, Simp. How you doing, my gorgy one? Nacelia has redeemed a jelly bean, and therefore I must munch. I am an utter pain in the arse, but you're going to be rid of me for 10 days, where I shall be in and out the house like a crazed loon, seeing everybody I need to, so it'll be very exciting. Orange. Is it going to be orange, or is it just coloured orange? That's clashing delightfully with my mint flavour there. That's Mandarin. And the good news is, although Mandarin does swing both ways, that was a kindly one. We do like a kindly reach around, don't we? Oh, don't tell me to go away. Well, I think, all things considered, why don't we just hang out for a bit and see how I feel? If I feel, sorry, I did a quick reboot there. If I feel like hammered shite, I will fuck off. I will. Because to be honest with you, when the migraine kicks in, I don't get any choice. But at the moment, I'm feeling all right. Oh, yes, sir. I can boogie. So I've not even had a chance to do a second go over on my hair. So I've got one side that's strangely green and the other side that's grey. But if you add them together, that's blonde, right? And anyway, I've put makeup on to see you guys. Appreciate the fact I did makeup. Oh, but it's pissing it down here today. Oh, we do not have the nicest of weathers, but what we do have is a gloriously happy week. So, yes. Be strong, people! Don't let her cute you out! I've never been able to smarm or smoom people. I've always ended up just absolutely foobarred. Oh, I tell you what, I might give that a nudge with a cold bit of water. Not had any coffee today, which might also be why I'm feeling a bit rocky. But yes, it's really, really bright outside. But it's really, really grey and overcast and absolutely bucketing it down now. So it's made the light feel really heavy on my eyes. And I think that might be more to do with why I'm having a bit of bother with my head than anything. Because I can't deal with light. Or heavy. Or anything. Unless it's metal. Metal's allowed to be heavy. I might indulge with a little bit more sugary doodly. What was I going to say? How have you been? What have you been up to? What have you been doing? I've been feeling sorry for myself all day. I woke up to the excavation of my stomach via a small, tiny little gap that remained quite unpleased by the whole situation. So, yes, I had the shits this morning, if that's what you're wondering. So, yes, it all started off pretty badly and went on from there, really. I can't think of anything I've eaten, though. And I'm not stressed. I'm not feeling pressured. Not like t'other day. T'other day I was stressed. Hence the little incident, as it will now be known. But, yeah. My screen's black. The screen's black. It's black. Look, it's black. You can see it's black. Look at it, it's black. All of you, just look over your shoulders, black screen. See? Black. Black! I've not had, I didn't have any fruit yesterday. So I decided to swing the other way by having a great big conglomerate bucket ton of fruit. Okay, it's not as big as it looks. It's slightly smaller if I hold it nearer to me. But yes, that's what I thought. I thought, did I have too much fruit yesterday? And then I remembered I didn't have any. Confusion. And I didn't have that much veggies either. We had stew. And I really didn't pack it full of that much. I had a couple of carrots, some mushrooms and barley and sausages. And an onion, obviously. And again, I did think the Doritos, but then I've still got half a bag left. I don't know what triggered it. I can't think of what made me feel so peculiar. Unless I just overdid everything. Did you want a piece of apple? Is that what you're trying to say to me? It was probably more the Doritos you wanted, but you're not seeing hide and a hair of them. I had soup for my lunch yesterday. So that wasn't a heavy. It was like a Japanesey wonton-y soupy thing. Probably not wonton. That's probably not the word, but yeah. Oh, babes, I'm so sorry, Nacelia. Put your feets and toesies up, my darling, and I will see you in a couple of weeks, my love. Look after yourself. Hope you have a good time tomorrow. No, not on any new medication either. You've got to wonder, haven't you? I think my body just spontaneously likes to be a dick. Anyway. I had a ricey wrap for my lunch because I thought that'll clog the old bugger up, won't it? And now I'm having fruit, which is nice. It could be. I was worrying yesterday about missing the dogs. So yeah. Oh, which is a point. I didn't ask my mum how she's feeling today. 2 seconds. Excuse me. Because if I don't do it now, I won't forget. I won't remember even. And my body, she is a chamber of awesome wonderment that just spontaneously likes to shit the bed occasionally. Well, I didn't actually shit the bed, but I could have done if I'd focused on it. So what have you guys been up to? What have you been doing? Do tell, do tell, do tell. Right, get myself a tissue. So yeah, I finished watching that true crime thingy. That's about it really. Just wasn't feeling so hot at this end. Managed to get downstairs, make myself a wrap, made myself a coffee. Remade the coffee when I realised that my little water fairy hadn't been, so it had switched itself off again rather than telling me. It's not got a thing to tell me if there's no water in it, so it just switches itself off. But if you're wandering in and out the room, or if you're not focused, of course you don't realise it's just switched off. You just assume that it's being quiet. So anyway, that was nice. But yes, I have coffee now, so we're all good. Oh, honey, are your lungs attempting to leap out of your body? My poor munchkitty crunch. I am sorry. It's very not fair. Oh, let me just grab one of them. Hey, Goldust. Oh, 18 days off. What's the plan? What's the plot? What will you be doing, Goldust? Will it be excitement? Will it be lying on your butt and eating snacks? Will it be work-related stuff around the house? To be fair, honey, if your lungs are producing it, it might be a good thing you can't taste it. I'm just saying. But, nonetheless, my darling's big huggles and squuggles. I hope she's feeling better much sooner than you're not. Oh my goodness. Croatia, exciting. Big adventures. Mm. Mm. Let's go, dude. Mm. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I'm full of the joys of noutness, aren't I? Literally, I have nothing to report. Nothing. I know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I'm battling hard, but I've got 28 minutes to convince myself I can do this before I formally get kicked off the interwebs. Oh my goodness! They've made an arrest regarding Matthew Perry's death. Well, I'll be. Also, the BBC have used one of the more awful pictures of Matthew Perry I've ever seen. He looks like an awkward horse. Oh my goodness. Matt Perry, 54, was found unresponsive in his LA home in October last year. A post-mortem examination found the cause of his death was the acute effects of ketamine, a controlled drug which the recovering addict was taking as part of supervised therapy. There you go. You see, I thought he'd slipped off, not that he was having alternate therapies. LA police opened an investigation in May to determine why Perry had so much of the drug in his system. ABC News and TMZ reported that multiple people have been arrested and were facing federal charges. Other outlets, including NBC News, said at least one arrest had been made. Police said they would hold a police conference with more details on Thursday. Well, it's Thursday now. I want to know. Ketamine, a powerful anaesthetic, is used as a treatment for depression, anxiety and pain. Well, hello, I haven't tried that one yet. Then again, see use of a coroner for somebody who's taken it. People close to Perry told a coroner's investigation after his death that he was undergoing ketamine infusion therapy. But his last session had taken place more than a week before his death. The medical examiner said the ketamine in Perry's system could not have been from the infusion therapy because of the drug's short half-life. Oh, I think somebody's brakes. The levels of ketamine in his body were as high as the amount given during general anaesthesia, according to the medical examiner. Just how the actor, who had reportedly not had a supervised infusion session for several days, obtained the drug became the subject of the legal investigation. Drowning was also listed as a contributing factor in his death, which was ruled as accidental. Other contributing factors were coronary artery disease and the effects of buprenorphine, which is used to treat opioid use disorder. At the height of his fame, Perry was battling with addiction to painkillers and alcohol and attended rehab clinics on multiple occasions. He detailed his struggle with substance abuse in his memoir, Friends, Lovers and the Big Terrible Thing. In 2016, he told BBC Radio 2 that he could not remember 3 years of filming during Friends because of drink and drugs. God, that's scary, isn't it? After attempts at treatment, he wrote in his memoir that he had been mostly sober since 2001, save for about 60 or 70 mishaps. Okay. I believe... Oh my goodness! Do you know, isn't it awful? Sorry, just talking about the Clark Kent guy. That the more nerdy stuff I hear about him, the more sexually attractive he becomes to me. I think I might have a type. Anyway, but yes, ketamine, it was known as the horse tranquilizer, wasn't it? Oh, excuse me. But it does seem a bit scary to use it. I mean, I know that they don't just suddenly think, shit, let's infuse people with it. That'll make people stop taking drugs. But it does make you a bit scared to hear of the absolutely horrific stuff we put in our systems to try and stop ourselves having other things, doesn't it? See, chemotherapy, for example. So is ketamine still used as a horse tranquilizer, or is that like an urban myth? Shall we search and find out? He really was an odd-looking chap, doesn't he? Matthew Perry, he was... Everything on his face seemed to argue with everything else on his face, but not in an offensive way. Do you know what I mean? Just didn't seem to quite be right. Oh, here we go. Talk to Frank. What does Frank have to say to us? So, drug works varies from person to person. You may feel, this is if you're on ketamine, detached, happy, chilled and or anxious, confused, tripped out. It can take 15 to 20 minutes on average to take effect, and the effect on your body is memory loss, nausea, depression, numb so you can't feel pain. How long does the effects last? 30 minutes to an hour on average. Common risks: because you don't feel pain properly when you've taken ketamine, you can injure yourself and not know it. Mixing with alcohol, benzos or opiates is dangerous. Never use without being with other people you trust. Mixing drugs is always risky, but some mixtures are more dangerous than others. There you go. So was ketamine a horse tranquilizer is what I want to know. Let's put in ketamine horse tranquilizer ? And see what that says. Addressing the ketamine as horse tranquilizer mythos. The therapeutic potential of ketamine can be surprising. I'll try that again. The therapeutic potential of ketamine can be a surprising concept to the average person outside of the medical world. For those who are unfamiliar with its clinical application, ketamine is likely known as Special K, or K, often used... I'd rather have a bowl of Special K. God, I'm so wet. Often used illegally in clubs and rave circles. It's been colloquially referred to as horse tranquilizer or horse trank, since ketamine is primarily used as an anaesthetic in humans as well as veterinary practices. So there you go. So how come it's known in so many contexts? When used as an anaesthetic in humans, it puts you in a twilight state, a combination of pain relieving, analgesic and memory suppressing amnesiac qualities. That means you're in a state where you're conscious but not aware. So they're carving into you, but you don't care. In medical circles, this is commonly referred to as dissociative amnesia. Anesthesia, not amnesia, anesthesia, a term coined by the wife of Dr. Edward Domino, who along with Dr. Gunther Korsen was the first to publish a clinical study of ketamine as a human anaesthetic in the 60s. Use in horses and veterinary practice. Despite its moniker as a horse tranquilizer, often with recreational humorous overtones, ketamine is commonly used to anaesthetize many species, horses and humans included, and is proven to be safe and effective anaesthetic medicine. So, for large animals such as horses, gas-based anaesthetics like nitrous oxide require several parts to administer. Dosage and administration are important safety considerations when dealing with an animal weighing several hundred pounds. Don't I know it? This is why ketamine, which can be safely administered in one injection, is often used in veterinary clinics. The horse tranquilizer mythos is often conflated around this conflated around this point. The medicine's strength. The anaesthetic doses of ketamine a horse would receive are much different than what a human would, based solely on size. Additionally, the use and dosage of ketamine in humans varies depending on the context it's used, anaesthetic or for mental health purposes. In sum, is ketamine used as a horse tranquilizer? Yes, safely and in its own specific medical context. Is it fair or analogous to compare its veterinary applications with its therapeutic application and healing potential in humans? Likely not. So there you go. Yes, it has been used in horses, but not in the same way a human would use a tranquilizer. So there you go. It does seem like an awful lot of effort to go to, doesn't it? Just to get a little bit of a swing. But then, you know what? How many people take swigs of things like sours or I suppose tequila, but tequila I would rather have than the sours. But you know what I mean? They take things that are a quick hit. Or the amount of people that say they don't really like gin and tonic, but there's nothing else like it to drink in the summer, and you just sort of like, what about like a nice flavoured lemonade or something, you know? Humans will do very strange things for a quick hit of less than 30 minutes, I'll tell you that right now. Oh well, I mean, if he was being supplied by a dealer with K, then I'll be pleased to see something coming of it. Oh my goodness. The doors have opened at Wembley for Taylor Swift's Eras tour. So that's nice. That's something else we needed to know. Great. God, the number of times I've stomped up and down that bloody place going to metal gigs. Everybody's getting really excited about going to see Taylor Swift. I actually thought she'd been through the UK already. I was a bit surprised. There you go. Not that I could have afforded to buy my niece tickets to go see it. It's quite expensive. Oh no! That woman, the Rachel Gunn she's called, has said that the backlash to her performance at the Olympics has been devastating. Gunn, who is known as B-Girl Ray Gunn, has been the subject of social media storm since breaking's debut in Paris Games last week. She was the one who rolled around on the floor holding her chin, if you remember. She said she didn't realise her appearance would open the door to so much hate. I think part of my problem with it is that it's a new sport, and breaking can mean so many different things in so many different, well, conversations, let alone countries. So I guess from my perspective, if that's what breakdancing is in Australia, they may not have realised how different it was to how it was represented in the rest of the world. Having said that, the internet exists. This is not quite like we're in the 80s, you know? So I don't know what she expected. I think it's mean to pick on someone, but I think somebody puts oneself up for a humiliation if one lies on the floor and rolls around instead of breakdancing, which I have to say was not what she was doing. I don't know. I don't like to see anybody getting bullied, but still. It was not breakdancing! I completely concur, Simp. It wasn't breakdancing. I just don't, you know, I don't see... I feel awful for her, but I feel she was let down in her preparation. If people led her to believe that that kind of thing would get her anywhere in the Olympics? Oh, I don't know. I really do sort of feel like sometimes people just set themselves up for the ridiculous. And sometimes you just kind of just need to take it on the chin. Do you know what I mean? Swedish Public Health Agency has recorded that it says is the first case of a contagious new variant of Mpox outside of the African main continent. The person became infected during a stay in Africa, where there is currently a major outbreak of Mpox clade 1. The agency says the news just came hours after the WHO declared that the outbreak of Mpox in part of Africa is now a public health emergency of international concern. This is breaking news, people. Oh dear. At least 450 people have died during the initial outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Not nice. Not nice at all. It's funny, Harb messaged me about that earlier, randomly. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think somebody should have had a word with her. Because if she could do better than she was doing, then she's kind of only got herself to blame. And if she couldn't do better than she was doing, then she probably shouldn't have been there. Yeah. Gosh. Well, it's going to hell in a handbasket, darlings. I think I might leave it to it. Oh my God. Fans are showing off their Iraz outfits for the first Taylor Swift gig since the Vienna plot. Gosh, I haven't been to Wembley for years. To the point I really must box up and send my nieces presents as well. You didn't need to know that, but I thought I'd share because I meant to do it today, but didn't get a chance to. Oh dear. Right. Where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? What's she doing? Why's she doing that? Oh, it was the A-level results today in the UK. So that's our 16 to 18-year-olds. On average, you can take an A-level any time you want, but on average, it tends to be 16 to 18-year-olds taking their A-levels. And it's the points from that go towards people getting into university. So a lot of people get quietly wrought by it. So yeah. Lots of people saying yay, lots of people saying nay. Girls are getting more A star and A grades. Which is about the same as you've seen in other years. It's just the first year it's gone back up since the whole COVID issue. Sorry. 1 in 4 T-level students drop out before results day. What's a T-level? Did I know that as something else? What's a T-level? Anybody know what a T-level is? Oh, yay! My parents, when they used to come and pick us up from gigs, because my mum and dad used to work in pubs, so when we lived near some of places like Wembley and stuff like that, mum and dad would sort of let us make our own way in, but then they'd come along and pick us up after the event. And so they would rock up and listen to the last of the gig in the car park. What's he going to be studying? Something exciting and invigorating, or just whatever he can get his hands on. Excuse me. Let me see. Oh, I'm struggling here. Oh, is that what they call the apprenticeships? Got you. That makes all of the sense all of the time. It really does. What am I doing here? What are you flashing at me for? What are you flashing at me for? What have I missed? It's flashing at me. I swear to goodness. I've done nothing. And I'm all out of ideas. Oh my goodness. Oh, that'd be cool. I would love to learn more about computers. I'd love to be able to build my own computer, because I suspect it would be an awful lot bloody cheaper than buying a full spec one. Yeah. Jelly bean. Oh, environmental science. That's the way of the future, isn't it? Hello, Harb. How you doing, mate? Oh, let me grab. I am so achy, it's not even funny. Oh, dear. Well, darlings. Oh, raspberries. Let's see. Goes both ways. Which way will it go? No. No. No, 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 no. 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 No, I don't like it. Very intelligent and is going to be able to take over the world, or very intelligent, it's going to drop out and still take over the world. Ugh. Don't you just hate people like that? Sucks. Oh, mate, that was rough, that one. Oh, dear. I am not fit for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm really not fit for it. I'm so sorry, guys. I am actually going to have to call it. I'm struggling really hard here. Fan on. I think I'm having a flush here. Oh, give me a minute. I'm so sorry, guys. I really had hoped to be able to have a bit more fun with you guys today, but I've been struggling since I woke up this morning, and I don't know why I suddenly thought it would stop being a struggle for me now. But at least I got to come and say tatty bye to you all until I come back in just over a week's time. So it's not actually going to be that long. I'll be back soon. It'll be good. It'll be good. I'm sorry to let you all down, though. I would much rather have fun. But I think I'm going to turn these really bright lights off. Oh, that's so much better. I'm going to close the BBC website down because that's got a white background as well. See? See how black the background is on my PC? It absorbs more light than it releases. Okay, my darlings, I will keep you updated on my fun and or frolics over the next week or so, running around the countryside to visit various and other people. But Darlings, have the most wonderful of mornings, afternoons and evenings. Whatever it is you intend to do until we meet again, please all of you ensure that you're going balls deep and that you're keeping a good note of it, because I want to hear all about it when I come back. Bye bye, darlings. Catch you all on Discord. Bye. Mwah.